Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new Let's Play on Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires. We're going to be playing as the Sisters of Twilight. And I've long needed to start a fourth campaign because I want to get through every faction, the very least, on this channel during Warhammer 3's lifespan. Most of all, we're going to be doing short campaigns for the vast majority. Some campaigns will get dedicated full campaigns and maybe even a domination campaign, depending. Definitely one of the ones that falls into the latter two would be Archaon. This campaign at the moment is going to be going for a short, as I'm not very good with the Wood Elves, but I do enjoy them. I've set up the campaign stuff, so we are enabling an endgame scenario. We're going to take off the Wild Hunt. We're going to give it 150 turns. The reason I've given it so late is I don't want the short campaigns to have a endgame scenario, because I shouldn't really be getting an endgame scenario, because, you know, we should have a short victory done by turn 100, maybe turn 150. Hence the reason why we're doing 150. I want to save the big endgame stuff for the big campaigns. And that's not saying we won't make this a big campaign. I may change my mind. You guys may enjoy this. We may turn this into a long campaign. But the reason I'm like, this is intended to be a short campaign. As such, I am treating it as a short campaign until anything changes. Hence the reason why we're not turning them off. But we're not turning them, we're not we're not keeping them, we're not making them come in quickly. And the reason I turned off the Wild Hunt is because it makes no sense to have a related issue to the faction we're playing as, just lore-wise for myself. But we're going to get into this game. We're going to be playing as the Sisters of Twilight, like I said. I can never remember who's who. If I remember correctly, their names are Arahan and Naestra. I do not know which is which. Let's just get into it. Let's do it, guys.
The Twilight Sisters, ready for anything.
I really do hope so, whichever one of the sisters you are.
My powers are yours.
Let's immediately put our guys. So we do have the Sister Twilight army, or the Heralds of Ariel. Actually, I think that is what is our faction name? Yeah, we're the Heralds of Ariel, which is what I should have called us. Now, we own the Oak of Ages, which is going to be an interesting thing. Now, I'm going to say this straight away. There are other factions I could have played as, even within the Wood Elves. Now, the reason I chose the Sisters of Twilight, or more specifically the Heralds, is because while we do have a campaign nearby, and we are also at war with this very faction, playing as my second choice, which is Orion, because as much as I like Durfru and also Drackla, I'm not very good at heavy tree units, and I want to save them for later. But my second choice was Orion, for the Wood Elves specifically. Now, the Wood Elves are also not my first choice for this, the fourth campaign, but it doesn't really matter now. We're here. This is who we're playing as. Now, like I said, I was going to play as Orion, but the problem is Orion is right next to Clan Angrand, and even though in our Clan Angrand campaign, we've got very goals that are essentially very different, it's not the same, So we're going to get into this, and we're just going to absolutely knock out this campaign as we are. Now, my goal is, like I said, is a short campaign, and it's not going to be that hard. Occupy, loot, raise, or sack 30 settlements, different settlements, and perform 2 rituals, which are not that hard. So, I can't say it's going to be too hard. Now, there are numerous trees. We've got the Green Vale, we've got the Oak of Ages, we've got the Forest of Gloom, we've got the Sacred Pools, Orion's Camp, the Haunted Forest, Jungles of Cha'an, sorry, Griffin Wood, and the Lorien Forest. So we've got a lot of forests. So we only need 2 of those, and we already own 1, obviously. Now, I think the most important thing is to immediately upgrade the Oak of Ages, if I can remember correctly. It's been a while since I've done a Wood Elf campaign. Because while we do have a nice 15 stack here, that should be pretty hard to beat. Getting this up gives us unlocks Confederation with 2 different factions, and then essentially we start being able to unlock Confederation missions, which is actually so new. I didn't even know about this, so yeah, we're going to definitely go that. 8 turns on there. Now we do have quite a few enemies who have numerous armies that can nearly get to our capital. Now normally I would upgrade this building, but I'm actually going to build my favorite building, which is the Glade Guard. Oh, we can actually pay for all of it. That's perfect. Well, let's get into our first battle against the Drackla Coven.
End their threat.
And let's show them how Wood Elves do it. Okay.
Ready
So,
and waiting. Deep wood infantry.
2 of you. So the goal of this is to essentially just cut down the enemy before they get too close.
Your orders.
Let's do this. You there. You there. Yeah, we're going to get some beautiful kills straight away. Stain the snow with blood. Just to make sure. Yeah. There you go. Let's bring you over here.
Naestra Arahan.
Okay, looks like they're actually gonna connect. Damn, they move quicker than I expected.
Child play.
At speed. Stand your ground.
As soon as the okay, there we go. That's a little bit more worrying than it needed to be, I think.
End them. Fear if you are.
Yeah, you're gonna need that.
My bow
Beautiful.
hungers.
Right, start to bring our men back around. That was a little bit of a unnecessary risk I put myself into there.
Harmony, warfare.
Eager and ready.
Oop, no, no, no. Spearman, Spearman, stay.
As you say. Eager and ready.
Played a heavy risk there.
Sisters
Okay,
of Twilight.
job number 1 is deal with you.
Impose order.
So I do know that we do have very lackluster infantry, especially when compared to the Dark Elf faction and others.
Understood.
So this battle is definitely very much a getting back to basics for me and getting used to the how these Wood Elves play,
Awaiting orders.
as it has been a while.
Sisters of Twilight.
Let's have a look at the sisters. I do like how cool, like how they both ride their thing.
Armed and ready.
Yeah, that Dreadlord does not want to leave.
Death to our enemies.
So I think it's probably best that we just laugh.
Eternal guard.
Yeah, let's pull out the I don't actually know what type. Yeah, Spell Singer. We'll move the Spell Singer so she's away from the men.
Of Athel Lauren.
Black Art Corsairs are definitely much better than our Eternal Guard, but we should be fine. And hopefully the volume on this part is actually decent, 'cause I forgot to check my equalizing.
Quickly.
So hopefully you guys are not getting absolutely ear bashed. Yeah, we'll speed up, because at this point it's over. It's just taking time to realize it's over. We definitely lost more Deepwood Scouts than I was willing to lose. Deepwood Scouts, can they... Woodsman, what's that? Yeah, they can fire whilst moving. Perfect. All right, a beautiful first fight. Let's get those
This is the price
replenishment
to
done straight away.
When do we fight?
Only when necessary.
We definitely took more damage than I wanted to, but it's okay. We should be able to immediately take this
Serene
settlement.
Naestra.
They'd say a valiant defeat. Armor-piercing weapon damage. We'll give that to you. I say they're wrong. All right, let's set our forces up.
Sisters of Twilight!
Yeah, our army is going to be a very
Arahan and Naestra!
interesting setup. We don't need to really move any more than that, apart from move the spell sling a little bit.
Eternal guard! They will die!
In Spring's name!
I want those bleak swords down. Sisters,
Of
I want you to go deal with
Twilight!
those bleak swords as well.
Armed and ready!
Spell slinger that way. Go break that down.
Deepwood archers!
Go quickly destroy that tower before it becomes too much of a problem. We do have a lot of ammo, so this is definitely in our best interest to just get rid of towers ASAP. I also didn't realize, I think it's if you have armor piercing, they can actually attack
Dauntless Azrael!
towers. I don't know what it is that makes them so they can attack towers, but
Understood.
either way, it's stupidly useful. Now, this is actually, I do love the Dark Elf settlements, just so beautiful.
Archers ready!
They do have some Dark Shards, which is probably a good idea to get rid of them. Good. They both activate their ability.
Sisters of Twilight!
Let's bring you up. Let's keep bringing you up as well.
Yours to command.
Okay.
Eternal guard!
Eternal Guard are in a great position right now.
To battle!
Can we really see over there? No, we probably can't see as well as we'd want to, but we're also not in the way of the tower right now. Unless you're that unit, in which case you most certainly are. Get rid of that then.
Death to all!
Taste my bow! With me,
Get down there. Get down there and deal with those spears, will you?
Orders?
For Hecate.
Those bleak swords are apparently absolutely detrimental to us. Right, pull yourself out of there and go deal with those bleak swords.
Azrael riders!
Okay, let's actually pull you around.
Change weapon!
Go play with those
Bows of Athel-Loren!
dread shards, would you?
Children of Athel-Loren! Your orders!
Lol, joke. Play with the ones who actually need to be hit in the back. You two, continue dealing with them. Alright, that should give our Eternal Guard the extra the extra strength that they needed. Let's give some magic to our Eternal Guard over here. Alright, the sisters need to get out of there. They're getting a little bit decimated right now. They are quite weak early on.
Never miss! We accept! For the eternal realm!
Put you in group 2, because if I don't, I'm going to end up hurting my own men.
Defenders of Athel-Loren! Change weapon!
Alright, let's shoot you guys.
Hunters!
There we go.
Eternal guard!
42 Eternal Guards, more than we started. Not more than we started with, that's the opposite statement. Is good enough for now. Okay, we're going to get the sisters over here. I think these guys have more than got over here. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. I'd say that's more than a competent victory right there. Absolutely beautiful.
The world roots grow once
Right,
more.
time to implement some sort of building here. We're going to go sacrificial grounds. And now that we can recruit,
Itching for
we're going to...
fresh
Ooh, we
battle.
can't actually afford to recruit anything. It's not what I wanted, but it is what it is. We're going to start working down our magic route. Yes, I forget, they don't get their mount easily. You actually have to fight for your mount.
You waste my time.
Alright, I think that's a good first turn right there. So let's have a see what we
Do
can
you
get.
know who I am?
No.
Armored in...
Wow, no one likes us. Interesting. Very interesting. Now that was a very aggressive start. We didn't need to, we could have waited at the Temple of Adion. It just seemed more worthwhile to take it straight away. Okay, Glade Guard has been built, and also the Sacrificial Grounds.
Itching for fresh battle.
I don't really want to pay the prices they're asking me to pay, so let's
Bring me
just quickly
battle.
zip back into our homeland. In
Rest,
camp up,
if you
and
must.
we will get ourselves 2 more Glade Guard. Oh, if we had the Asari, I apologize that my pronunciation isn't going to be great. If we had the Asari Forge and the Asari Armory, we could really start making our life a lot easier. Goal here is to definitely get some Zotes and some Tree Men eventually, but I think my main goal is to get the Way Watchers, because they are absolutely just, they're awesome. And to also get the Wildwood Rangers and the Blade Singers to essentially act as a hit and run and not a fixed infantry, but definitely someone who can deal with the men in the way we need. I don't mind also having some Eternal Guard just to kind of hold them in place. I mean, we can also get War Dancers, because War Dancers are essentially just slightly not as good Blade Singers in a sense. We also definitely need to get the Sacred Grounds of Anephrema, so we can then get the extra version of building. But of course, this is expensive. But it does give us access to Hawk Riders, and Hawk Riders are going to be very useful. Now, once we get ourselves up to, we max this out, we'll get our rebirth. We just have to deal with 2 more issues.
Protector of the...
Master of cruelty. The Black Court would think nothing of
You leave us alone. I'll give you. I'll gladly do that.
Talk at me in your...
I mean, at this point, we may as well just take the money we can take, you know?
The laws of chivalry demand.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm not really that interested in being friends with any of these people, but this campaign is less about enemies and more about keeping the forest safe. And to keep the forest safe, well, we need to make deals we may not always agree with.
It will bring harmony.
Now, I can't recruit. I don't want to recruit more than I need to. I want to make sure we get rid of their army, because they're going to be recruiting heavily as well. We could go for an extra... I'm not paying the extra price. Let's just... I think we'll end the turn again, because there's no more upgrades I can do as far as I know. So let's keep going. So we're already one step on our way to actually having, this campaign over and done with. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in this campaign, Wood Elves are definitely easier in the long term, because you don't have to destroy any specific factions, or at least for the Sisters of Twilight. There is no specific factions that the game wants you to
Harmony prevails.
deal with. Even in the long victory, it's just win the Defense of the Oak, win the perform the Ritual of Rebirth. That's it.
Ariel's emissaries.
So we're going to keep moving you. If we lose that temple, I don't mind. I'm worried about the actual immediate army for it. We're going to go with 1 more of each. for now. In 4 more turns, my first thing is going to be to get the Deepwood Scouts. They are a very, very, very important unit. I would like to get a Waystalker in this army as well. If I remember correctly, Waystalkers, they very specifically have something that should increase our range for our army. I think there's a chance of getting it. We also need to fill out the Court of the Mage Queen at some point, which will be very useful. Ooh. Okay, Durfu is now friends of us. The exiles of Nehek are not our friends just yet. But they will be. They will definitely be our friends, and I'm assuming Talson will be our friend soon as well. With our, we're going to be lacking some Eternal Guard for the eventual confrontation over here, but it's an unfortunate realization. Also, it's like Clan Angrund are absolutely baffing the Greenskins. I look forward to seeing them succeed. Now, one thing I do dislike about the Wood Elves is the fact that their provinces are not very well defended ever. Like, you can't... It's really hard to have a well defended, like, extra land. They just... There is no way, really, of, like, looking after them. So then, my brother, soon we'll be able to have some improved relations with, like, you know, Dark Elves and that, which... I mean...
At your service.
I can't say we have bad relations with the Dark Elves, to be fair. Right, we'll do one more round of recruitment. I could get ourselves some Hagbane tips. Or a little bit more per month, but I didn't want to get all of them because, you know, that extra 20 gold per unit does add up pretty quickly. Soon we'll have Morai Heg, the Crone, which will give us some extra campaign line of sight for characters and settlements. And then soon we'll need to figure out what we want to go into. Wisdom of the Eagle Lords, if I was going to say Edge Lords then, Eagle Lords, is a very useful thing. Obviously, the problem is, like it says, it does give distant foes a problem. I think our best choice will probably be to go for actual strength of arms. So anywhere that we can get ourselves some extra, you know, strength, and also as soon as we get amber, we will definitely be smashing out the most important ones like extra ammunition, stupidly important. You know, the gain 5 additional herbs for raising Halfland, that's definitely very useful. Like all of these, stupidly important. It looks like we've got one more turn before I'm going to go meet the Dark Elves. I will not be meeting them in their settlement. That would indeed be not suicide, but definitely not smart. It looks like we're not growing at all here right now.
You need me?
A shame. But let's get to the next turn. Early turns are going to go pretty quickly, due to the fact that we're doing very little in terms of anything, because we don't have many men. But at the same time, it'll all come out in the wash, as they say. I'm assuming the Drackla Cove, if they see us advance, they might leave their fortress. No, they're making a second army.
Awaiting duty.
I could fully furnish this army. We don't really have much to give it other than maybe some more Eternal Guards. And then a bunch of archers. So, sure, one more of you and one more of you. I mean, why not? Now, this is where it matters. Do we go north or top or bottom? So, extra elf in armor for elf infantry and get extra heartlands for winning battles and extra gold for raising settlements. That eventually give us some cooldown, some missile strength right there. I think that just says for everyone, which is pretty cool. I'm going to actually go Vol the Maker. We're going to make our armies a little stronger in terms of like being able to hold those infantry back while we use our arrows to dislodge the ever-living hell out of the men. I'm assuming that main army will move soon. If not, I'm very surprised. But if needs be, I will try and pull an ambush and see if we can pull them into a confrontation. Settlements are definitely not going to be Wood Elf strength. Like, they're not going to be saying the Wood Elf are going to any real success in, I don't think.
Harmony of
At least I
spring,
won't.
thrill of
Okay, let's see if we can,
An ambush.
50%
How
ambush. We've got any
delicious.
better chances? 45%. That's a chance down. No. We'll see if they will. Let's see if they fall for this. Ooh,
No.
that's a. Okay, that's already starting to be a little bit of a problematic army. A lord not
When do
moved?
we
No,
fight?
they're staying there.
only when necessary.
You called?
Okay, so we've got some more friends.
The deep wood protects its son. Just so.
Lord of the Glade, what could you possibly want? Wise indeed.
Okay. Beautiful.
Armored in faith.
You're currently at war with Wood Elves, so I don't really want to. Don't want to give you any ideas, you know. Okay, soon we will have the Oak of Ages. It is withered, isn't it? Yeah, withered. It'll start to heal all of our stuff. Okay. And it'll unlock the ability to get this
Lord of
guy
the Glade.
and this guy into coalition with us, or into a faction with us. We'll definitely improve our strength at home.
Twin defenders of the glades.
Now let's try an ambush. Yeah, let's try this.
Merge with shadow.
And this will be the last thing we try this turn. If we get a battle, we will of course do that battle next turn. Sorry, next part. I'm hoping we can dislodge them because I really don't want to fight them at high call. That is not a smart move for us. And giving them an open access to the Witchwood would be even worse.
Purity.
A threat to the forest has appeared nearby.
Oh, of course there would be. I forgot about those. Well, that's a problem. I'm going to need to deal with that.
Sisters of Twilight.
Okay, let's level you up. Let's get Flock of Doom. We're going to need some offensive magic in this army. We have also upgraded the Witchwood, which is great. First things first, we're going to need the Asari Forge. Now, the real question is, do I want to start getting some better infantry? Or both? And when the option is given for both, always go for it. And we actually need population growth to even get anything here. Interesting. We also need population growth for this too. That's new. I don't remember that. Okay.
So bored.
Well, first things first.
So
In the next part, we will
impatient.
continue on. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, please do follow me on YouTube. Leave a like, leave a comment, share. But most importantly, guys,
Peace will
have a good day and
come.
stay safe. I'll see you guys
will
next one.
follow.
See you guys then.